Hey there, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking about something that you might have come across before, but maybe this is a gentle reminder. It's called a prayer tree. It's a tree that you put your prayers into. And it's a really interesting concept. So essentially it's very common in the East. You'll see it in places like China and, over on the east side of what we call the east side of the globe. And what I really love about this idea, this is like an old, shamanic concept, that what you do is you choose a tree around you and you ask the tree, would you like to carry my prayers, or a community's prayers, right? You can choose a tree together in your community and ask the tree, would you like to carry our prayers? And if the tree accepts, then you can bring it some offerings, right? You can bring it some maybe raisins, some corn flour, like I did some of those things. Maybe I left some nuts there also, just to kind of show your respect. And then what you do is you put your prayers in the tree, and it's the most beautiful thing. You take, in my case, I took a piece of cloth, it was pretty long, and you write on it. You write your prayer for you and for all of humankind. It could be, abundance for everyone, or I think my oldest daughter wrote, may we have or keep our imagination until the end of times. Like, it's kind of made me very teary-eyed, right? Or health, or you could just write anything on there. And you tie it up in the tree, and you do it a little carefully because the branches are growing and so on. And then the wind distributes your prayer all over the world, all over the universe, right? It's just, you see it moving in the wind, and now you know that your prayer is out there. And this is a really beautiful thing that you can do. You can do this with friends. You can do this with family. So in our family, we chose a tree and we're all sort of tying up our prayers there. You can use any type of fabric. You can use, yarn, things, maybe you make yarn yourself. You can make those. And I've heard of stories where like communities start prayer trees and then they leave, yarn or things like that. And it ends up like being gone very quickly because so many people get excited and they start tying up their prayers, and you can see like images of these trees that are just like filled with these beautiful messages of prayers. So I just wanted to share that with you today, because as I came across it again in my life and I realized, okay, this is something that is beautiful for everyone to be reminded of right now. And maybe it can even be a bush, right? Or maybe if you have a balcony and you're, you have a little something there, you can tie a little, keep it sort of flexible. Or if you live in an apartment, maybe you can tie it out your window somehow so that it gets just redistributed with the wind. But let's bring back the idea of the prayer tree, because I think it's so absolutely beautiful. And I love the idea of the wind distributing it everywhere. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Namaste.